Hi guys, it's me, Kat, MrsHandyRU. I hope you're all doing really well today. I miss you guys. And I'm back on talking about Martin Luther King again. My last video, I did a little quick one where I told you I met him, which is so exciting. And I just know it's him. Nobody's told me it was him, but I know it's him. And he's in disguise as Ryan Terrell, Terrell, and he's like second from the top in the New Hampshire Republican Party. He's got these long dreadlocks, and at least at one point he had round glasses on and a hat, and that was at the Trump rally in Manchester, New Hampshire, quite a while ago. Mr. Handy and I were at that rally and saw him, and I didn't know who he was at the time. I had to go back and look up a lot of photos, and I had to listen to what President Trump was saying as he was kind of referring over to MLK, I guess you could say, right? Martin Luther King, or Ryan. We can call him Ryan, that's shorter. And yeah, so he was screen right at the rally, sorry. And I have a cold. I'm sorry about how I'm sounding and acting. I'll do the best I can. So I met him at it was a Republican fundraiser, and Carrie Lake was the guest speaker, and Diana, Jackie, play Carrie Lake. And so I saw him walking back right by me as it was getting over, and I stopped him and I talked to him, and I was like, oh, I saw you, and I've seen you with President Trump. And I talked to him a little bit, and he said he used to live in he used to live in Nashua, New Hampshire, but now he lives in Lee. And Lee, okay, two double letters, right? Lee, L-E-E. And Terrell is got two E's, two R's, two L's. So that's not a coincidence. You know how I'm always noticing these weird things about, it either is a twin reference or it's just to get you to notice these people have lots of double letters in their names. And I noticed in my piles and piles of notes that during a Trump rally, it was right near Thanksgiving, and President Trump mentioned him. He was at the beginning of if I'm remembering it right, because I've seen so many rallies, but Ryan was standing near where President Trump was coming in at this New Hampshire rally. And so President Trump and he had a little moment, where they said something to each other, and President Trump, I think he tapped him on the arm, and then he came on stage. And right near the beginning of the rally, the President Trump said this, Ryan Terrell, he said it twice. I like his hair. I'd like to have his hair. So he's definitely pointing him out. So anyway, I just wanted you to know that it's not just me being weird. President Trump is pointing him out too in different ways. Let's see. So I'm not going to go through all the rally stuff, but I have too many notes as usual. But I looked up an article in the Manchester Union Leader. It's an article that Ryan wrote, or Martin Luther King wrote. And he said, this is just a partial quote from the article. Adopting any idea that a modern society should view individuals and our systems solely and or primarily through the lens of race or ethnicity directly opposes Martin Luther King's dream that a man should not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. And I figured out who he was before I even saw this quote. So I took a lot of screenshots from that very first rally way back. And I finally had gotten one where he's smiling, because most of that rally, when I very first saw him, he was kind of looking shell-shocked, like kind of like a blank expression, but there was a couple of moments when he smiled. And I found some young pictures of Martin Luther King online where he smiled, and that was him. That was him. That's how I figured this all out. So in there he is quoting Martin Luther King in one of the only online articles you can find from him. So yeah, so he's the founder of Tribe, Trybe Hair Care, and he represents District 5, of course, 5 for comms. At least he did at the time, because this article was from the 2021. District 5 of the New Hampshire State Board of Education. Let's see, what else can I tell you about him? Yeah, he was a systems analyst and currently project manager for Evolve Salon Systems, a salon professional beauty product distributor. And let's see. So headline of that article, let's see, of this second article, which describes what he does for a living, or did at least. Counselor accuses New Hampshire Governor Sununu, who was a really bad guy, of engaging in tokenism. Now, tokenism is in quotes, and anytime you see that, you might want to do some gematria on that, which is A equals 1 through Z equals 26, and I use gematrix.org usually, or I look it up on my phone. I make a list on WhatsApp, and look it up that way. And let's see, so tokenism equals, in Jewish gematria, 334, and it equals the male hidden one. That's what's going on here with him. Christ-like, Christ child, all colors, the black ones. Isn't that awesome? And tokenism in simple gematria is 106, and it equals Martinez, like Martin Luther King, but it's Martinez. Identity, protected, true self, apologize, that's me, the hermit, teamwork, and kill shot. And he was supposedly killed in 1968. I remember that really well. All those assassinations happened, which I don't think happened in 1968. Including Bobby Kennedy, So anyway, now Ryan just, they don't pick these names by chance. There's always a reason why the names are chosen for these characters. Ryan is, in Jewish, it's 521, and it equals Black Operations. And I'll have to spell it, but ASSINATION, like what I was just saying. I shouldn't have said that earlier. Prophet Muhammad, December to remember, hit the nail on the head. So, what do you think? I just look up Ryan Terrell online and look at his image, and you'll find him with the dreadlocks and the whole thing. Tell me what you think in the comments down below. And if you really look, you have to look pretty hard to find the younger pictures of Martin Luther King, but it's doable. And especially one where he's smiling, Yeah, and then we got great profile shots of him too, because you know how when President Trump does his look this way. Oh, what's going on over there? Or he'll say, oh, come up on stage, so and so, and then everybody behind him gives him a profile so we can see what everybody looks like. Let's see. Oh, okay. And the photo of Ryan, I think it's from that first article that I was quoting from the Manchester Union Leader. There's a photo of him, and he's got, okay, I don't want to be mean or anything, but I think this was on purpose. He's got yellowy teeth that are kind of crooked. I mean, quite a bit, not like just a little bit. And I think it's all on purpose. It's just part of a disguise. I think all those teeth things, everybody just slides them in, just like in the movies, like when the Grinch, when the Who's had their funny teeth. I don't know if you remember that, the Jim Carrey Grinch. And, what they do is they just slide these things in their mouth and just changes their teeth. And I think that could be what they did with him. With lots of people. Let's see. And, okay. And so, yeah, so Ryan equals, okay, so I just explained what his teeth look like, right? But Ryan in simple is 58, and it equals teeth. So they're definitely pointing out his teeth just by using that name. And it equals, I'm here. Okay, now this is a really funny one. Now, I don't think I mentioned this, that last video, which was, I know, a couple of weeks ago. But so I can't quite remember if I talked about this, but I'm going to bring it up again because it was so cool. So Ryan equals basket. Okay, now why would I get excited about the word basket? Well, I was working on this, and I was sitting there, scribbling away, and I had Joseph Prince come up on the TV on Roku. And he's a pastor. I've liked him for years. I think Joseph Prince really is somebody else, though, but I don't want to get into that now. So he just popped up, and he told a story about a dad who was trying to get the son to listen to him, and that basically, dad does know what he's talking about sometimes, kind of, So he's trying to get the teenage son to listen, and he tells the son to take this basket to the river and bring him water. And the son's griping and saying, well, that's not going to work. It's got holes in it. And so he does this over and over because dad keeps telling him to go back to the river to get water. And he comes back and he goes, like, basically, Dad, why are you doing this? I never could get water and bring it to you. And the father says, yes, but look how nice and clean the basket is. So that was like his point, you can tell somebody to do something and the person doesn't really know why, but there's a reason for it. And his reason in that moment was to get a clean basket. So I couldn't believe it. I'm working on Ryan. His name equals basket. I hear this story on Joseph Prince about getting a clean basket, right? From dunking in the river over and over again. What had happened just before I saw this Joseph Prince episode? I had been down the hall to get the laundry, and I had put my basket in the washing machine by mistake. I've got a wicker basket that sits on my stairs, and I put kitchen towels and dishcloths in it to bring upstairs to the laundry. And instead of dumping the basket out and putting the stuff in the washing machine, I had dumped the whole basket in. Can you believe this? So that's why I was so excited when his name equal basket. I just heard the story. And then I go, but a second ago, I had just found my basket in the washing machine, and it wasn't ruined or anything. It was in perfect shape, even though it was going on like a high spin and all that. And I had taken the basket out and I looked at it, and it was all clean. It wasn't ruined. It was beautiful because it's really old. It was my mom's. And can you believe it? I mean, how many times do you put a basket in the washing machine by mistake? And then you hear a pastor talking about God basically telling his people a story. You know what I mean? That's the point. He's trying to say that God tells you to do things and you don't understand. And to me, that was like a confirmation that I'm on the right track, or at least they wanted to tell me I'm doing a good job, something like that. What do you think? Isn't that the coolest thing? I had a clean basket. That's what the story was about. Okay, sorry. I had to tell you. Okay. So, and Terrell, okay, so Trrell in Jewish is 310, and it equals second death. Like maybe he's one of the Christ, you know, coming back to redeem everybody. Mr. Mrs., like the two together, Mr. Mrs. So I'm wondering, could Diana be playing them with the dreadlocks too? I don't know. It equals I am your God. It equals arrested. All right. And remember, Martin Luther King was arrested, and we've got the famous jail photos. So his last name equals arrested. So anyway, and missing, it equals missing in Jewish, because he's, you know, everybody thinks he's dead, and maybe I don't think he wasn't really killed. None of these people were really shot. They're just, it was all fake deaths to come back. Ryan Terrell happens to be Simple 148, and it's Donald J. Trump, and I'm thinking that it's almost like he's signing it, you know, like I picked out his name maybe. And it equals idol worship, IDOL, not IDLE, idol worship, because everybody just loved him, you know, white, black, everybody. And let's see, a message from God, divine presence, time traveler, Protestant. So Protestant, Ryan Terrell and Simple is Protestant. And Martin Luther had taken, what was it, the letter, I won't get this right, you guys, I'm sorry, but something like the letter, he posted a letter saying that he put it on the door, and I don't remember what year, and that's when the Protestant Reformation started, and he pounded it on the door. I think he was a monk, right? So, you know me and trying things in Gematrix, you know my little phrases. So I put Ryan Terrell is MLK, and in Jewish it's 990, and it equals yes, yes. It equals 17. This is all Jewish. It's April Fool's Day, because we're being fooled, and it equals Ruby Cute and Queen of Our Hearts. So that's another thing. Like, I'm wondering if Diana is playing in that dreadlock costume once in a while, because she was the Queen of Our Hearts. You know, that was one of her nicknames. Let's see. And then Ryan Terrell is MLK equals, in Simple, it's 212. Do you know who I am equals that, 212. There are no coincidences, and John Kennedy Jr. So, you know, I just think there's not a coincidence. I think it is him. I've been sure it's him for a long time now, and to talk to him was so cool. And I wasn't nervous. It was really funny. I just felt like, yep, you just ask him a few questions, and I'd love to interview him. I thought about that, like calling the New Hampshire Republican Party office and ask if I could interview him on the phone. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? Let's see. So Tribe Hair Care, TRYBE, is what he started, you know, the company. And that spelling is in Jewish 587, a restart on life. Billy the Kid, and President Trump mentions him a lot, Billy the Kid. He brings him up in rallies. trump of God, and gender neutral. So that is yet again, I'm thinking a man and a woman play him, like maybe himself and then maybe Diane or Jackie, who knows. Tribe and symbol equals Yahweh. It equals secret, hidden God. Q drop. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Adam and Eve. Wrath, like wrath of God is mad. Cursed, due process. I am legend, and he is a legend. And the Called, like Juan's movie. And Palladian. So let's see. So yeah, wrath and cursed and due process. That's like because of what happened at the Garden of Eden and at the cross and all that. So, but it'll get better. Everything's going to get better, right? And I love you, Martin Luther King. And I wonder what you want to be called. Like, is everybody going to just say, "Hi, Martin Luther King," or do you want to be like, "Hi, Martin," or how about, "Hi, Marty," or something? It's like, I doubt if somebody wants to be called by their whole full name, you know. And think of all the other names he's had, or everybody in general. They've had so many different names. I wonder if they could just pick a name. And like that was when I really had fun. I wouldn't be known as that, you know. I know that's weird. But anyway, so that's that. And what is out? And one other thing I wanted to bring up, that a few weeks ago at this point, I talked to my friend Karen Carson. Hi, Karen. And she said that she had an old Bible, and it shows in an old, on the map section, it shows the United States as Israel. So when Q says saving Israel for last, that would have like a whole new meaning, wouldn't it? So if, you know, the United States is Israel, what if that's what is really supposed to be going on? You know, to me that makes sense. So thank you, Karen. I just wanted to let you know that. And one last thing, I wanted to thank Simora Pushka. I don't know if I said that right. It's Poshka, and her husband Joe Scanlon. I wanted to thank them for that wonderful gift box they sent, and had really nice things in it that I love. A lot of things that were blue. It was really cool, and you could tell I like blue. Just look around the house. And she sent this Fenton iridescent blue glass bell, and I don't think you'll be able to see it very well, but maybe you will. I'll go around slowly. And it's the whole bell is the Garden of Eden. It's got God. It looks like God's coming through right there. I think that's God. Yeah, circle coming through a portal. He's really mad. And there's the snake is there, and Adam and Eve, and there's the tree of life, at least, you know, which really, the tree of life really is the DNA. That's what the tree of life is, you know. So when they ate from the tree, it was human DNA. So it's not anything to do with fruit, in my opinion. So anyway, I love you guys. Thanks for, you know, waiting for me. I know there was a big gap there between videos, but I'm going to come back, and I've got news about the Alamo, Penguin 6, Jay Leno, all kinds of stuff. So keep tuned. And like I said, I love you guys. Take care. Take care of each other. Bye.